So this is going to be sort of a realization meditation, a realization of who you are not. Therefore, you can realize who you are. Okay. So just take some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth very, very slowly. Let's go one more. Okay. So you were born here on planet Earth. The moment you were born, or most likely days or even months before you were born, you had a name. Okay? So you're born and you're told you are your name, right? Identity number one, the name. I am Carla. Okay. Then you realized who your parents were. I am the daughter or the son of your parents, the brother or the sister of your brother or sister. I come from this family. All of those are identities. Just keep breathing. As you listen to me, just keep breathing. Then you went to school, or you went to daycare, or you went to, that was weird. My computer just froze. I'm so sorry. So then you went to the babysitter or school or whatever, okay? And you became whoever you became to fit in. Okay, so maybe you became the funny one, the pretty one, the nerd. Maybe you became the ugly one. And that breaks my heart to even say that, but maybe that's who you thought you were. These are just identities. These are not who you actually are. Okay, so I'm going to get to that. So you became these things along with the name and the family, and then the identity of brother, sister, mother, or brother, sister, and all that, daughter, son, and then whatever you became to fit in at school. Okay? And then you became the smart one, or the one that didn't do so good in school. And there it goes again, my computer freezing. Sorry. So you became what you could do in school. The smart one, the not so smart one, the dingy one, or maybe even the dumb one. You became how good you could play a sport. Um, if you got a car, you had the car. So all of these things became who you are. Okay. And then after high school, maybe you went to college. And then in the family, maybe you were like the black sheep. Maybe you were the savior and helped everybody when if maybe mom and dad had some kind of issue that you had to raise or take care of the children of little brothers and sisters maybe. So then you finished school, you either got a job or you went to college, and so you became those things. Maybe you were a partier. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you were completely engulfed in your school studies. So that's who you were. Okay, then after that, then you got a career. Or maybe you didn't get a career. Maybe you just went out and got a job. Um, then that became your identity, right? And then you had a family of your own, maybe, you know. And then you had that wife or that husband that, you completely gave your love to, and that became part of your identity. You're all these things. And all these things, um, whenever you grow up, the things from childhood don't just go away. They stay with you until you release those identities. Okay, so all of that stays with you. Even if you suppress it, it still is with you somewhere in your body, somewhere in your energy field, waiting to just be released. Because none of those things are who you are. So now, with all that said, with all of those things, all of those identities that I just mentioned, and whatever ones came up for you personally, just let them all go. Because all of those things are just roles. They are not who you are. You are none of those things. Okay, just sit with that for just a couple of moments, maybe a minute or two. Let's just sit with that. Let's just breathe with that. And on each out breath, let it go. Okay, so let all of those identities completely just release, 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 release. Release, release, release. You can still have your name and be a mother or a father or, a doctor or whatever. You can be those things as a role, but they are not who you are. Okay? So just release all of those things for now. You can pick a few of them back up if you like to later after the meditation. So let's just sit here. Okay. So now, just continue to breathe and listen. Okay. So now that you've released all the identities, now you have this computer inside your head called your mind, your ego. Okay. And that computer has picked up every single thought, every single experience, every single emotion attached to any experience. All of those things have been stored in this database called your mind. So it's a storage, and it so feels like you. But we're going to let that go as well. That is not you. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are like your heartbeat. They just kind of come and go. They come and go. Okay? Your mind is not who you are. So let the mind go. You may even have to tell the ego, it's okay. I'm safe. I don't need you right now. I will pick you up later. Okay? Because the ego is going to say, oh my God, what are you talking about? The mind's not you. What do you mean? You're going to hear all these things. You're going to have all these thoughts. Just let that go. You are not the mind. No. Okay, so let that go. Let it sink in for just a few minutes. Just breathe. This is so beautiful. So who you are not. You are not any of those things. So, as well as the mind, you've been having the body since you were birthed as well. You have become very attached to the body because you believe it is you, right? I work out, I eat right, I gotta look good, my hair, my makeup, whatever it is for you. You believe that this is you. Now, once you let this go, you will taste a little piece of sweet liberation. Okay? So, this body is just basically a vessel for you to express yourself in this incarnation. Okay, so you are not this body. You are not this body. You are so much more than it. You were here before it. You'll be here after it. It's just an outfit that you wear for now. Okay, so we let the body go. Just let it go. Let all of these attachments, let them all go. Just sit with that just for a little while. You can even say something like, I am not my roles. I am not my identities. I'm not my mind, and I'm not my body. Say that a few times. I'm not my roles. I'm not who I identify myself to be. I'm not my mind, and I'm not my body. Maybe just say it either out loud or to yourself. It doesn't really matter. It's so beautiful. So now that you know that you are none of these things, what's left? What's left? What's left is pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure spirit, soul. That's really what you are. This is an awakening. This was basically my first piece of awakening when I realized, holy shit, all of these things that I thought I was, I'm not any of that. Wait, what? And I had to deal with that for a few months. It might have even taken me 6 or 7 months to meditate on this daily and release all attachments to who I think I am. And I just said in my meditations, I'm not the mind, I am not the body. I am not the mind, I am not the body. Because really, your mind has all the rest of those aspects in it too, right? It's just stored up there. So feel what is left. Your frequency, your vibration is rising so much right now. It's rising so much right now. Just from letting those things go. Just from getting to know your true nature, the true nature of who you are, the true nature of who everyone is, the true nature of your animals, even. Once you let go of attachment to anything, it's true liberation, and you won't keep it. You won't stay liberated forever, because we're still in human form. We still live in a world of duality, for now. But if you can get that glimpse of that every day for just a few minutes, sporadically, here and there, you can't go back. You can't go back once you realize this. Just sit with this for as long as you need. It's really all an illusion. It's all an illusion, but real at the same time. It's a paradox. Life is a paradox. All of this is a paradox. Okay, I'm sorry. I've got 16-year-old girls running around the house yelling. I got my son and other people, and so I'm sorry if you hear them. It's all right. It's all good. It's the fam. So sit with this. Sit with this a couple times a day. Okay? It'll really, really liberate you. It'll really raise your vibration, and that's what we need right now on this planet. As many people awakened and into higher levels of consciousness, you just shifted your consciousness. If you got this, then you just shifted your consciousness to a higher level. And I thank you, and I thank you. I praise you for that. You are so much more than what you think you are. Thank you for watching this video. Namaste.